to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he rifles one incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll set up to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Mills. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Mills. They've got about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he has to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Third down and 1.
5 yards on the play.
Looking to throw. Rushing. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He finds his man. Complete. It's Banks. Second and a couple.
Falcons at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Off play action. Rushing. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
From the 46, here's a second and 7.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
He'll
7.
drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Oh, the gain of 40 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone, and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Falcons.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, we We have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Rushing. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Rushing. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They can't tackle him. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
The San Antonio 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
We both know was difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They juked him, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rushing. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Atlanta.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Presley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Rushing. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 11. He's got it.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Visitors 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wiggles free. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Going to throw right side here, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First down, Falcons.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. The Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rushing.
That is caught.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the LA Chargers. And here is the running back. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Chargers up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is the Eagles quarterback. This is going to end up a touchdown. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Eagles leading here by a touchdown. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is the Panthers wideout. He'll take this in for the touchdown. He's found the end zone twice in the first 2 quarters. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers on top in this one at halftime. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Able to slither by. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And a nice job of break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. Kramer. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Rushing. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
They'll try the left side. Meadows. Now he's into the clear again. Powering his way forward. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th of the year. And his guys are going to hang on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Rushing. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gutierrez.
That's good for a San Antonio first down.
On first down, Meadows. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this one's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go. Meadows. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Visitors 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Throwing to start the drive. Rushing. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Kramer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down and want to be a gain of 21 yards.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down Atlanta.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Rushing. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the handoff up the middle. It's Kramer. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Rushing. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A little juke. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low and almost getting into a ball sometimes. Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
San Antonio, first down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw now on first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Up the middle they go. Meadows.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rushing. Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Looking to throw. Rushing. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, Falcons.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. He finds his man. Complete. It's Banks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Atlanta.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Up the middle they go. It's Kramer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Rushing. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Visitors, 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
16 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
Off the play fake. Rushing. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Kramer.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Rushing. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a give, right side. Kramer.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
He's back to throw. From the left side here, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's second down and 3.
Here's a give up the middle. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Here comes second down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brings up second and 7.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
Throwing to start the drive. Rushing. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action. Rushing. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Rushing. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Back out comes San Antonio. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
San Antonio, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Throwing the out route incomplete is Gutierrez. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
San Antonio, first down.
On 1st down, Kirkpatrick. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for San Antonio, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.